Hello friends, Tim Whalen from Whalen Jazz Lessons. Today we are going to dive into some more vocabulary. 3 licks from 3 masters. But before we dive in, if you haven't done so yet, check out my free resource, Jazz Warmups and Etudes. It's a PDF of 4 etudes on 4 song forms: the blues, autumn leaves, rhythm changes, and tune-up. It's chock full of vocabulary, and it's all vocabulary from a ton of transcriptions I've done over the years. Stuff from Barry Harris, Hank Mobley, Charlie Parker, Kenny Barron, McCoy Tyner, Lee Morgan, others in there that I can't remember. But it's great. It's a great way to work on transposition, to build your vocabulary, work on your rhythm, and just elevate everything in your playing. So check it out. It's in the description below. I've done a pretty good amount of videos like this now, so here's how it'll work. I'm going to show you each lick individually, and then we'll break it down, and we'll kind of see what's going on here, and then we'll talk about how we can practice it. Okay, so let's dive in. Number 1, Charlie Parker, The Bird Takeoff. This is a classic Charlie Parker line. It's just the first 4 measures of a blues, but this has got some really great, simple, yet really useful stuff in it. So I'll play through it. We're on an F, beginning of an F blues. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, first of all, remember, in any line that you play, you want to analyze the tones that are being played in relation to the chord. So really, if we go through this whole thing, that first note, that C, 5, 1, 2 sharp 2. Oh, that's a typo. That's a 3. That shouldn't be. That's a 3, not a 4. There we go. I'll fire my music copyist here. 2 sharp 2 3, 4 sharp 4 5, 3, 4 5 4 3 1 6 5, 2 3 2 1 flat 7 1. So this is another great example of, like, just rather than playing F7 like F Mixolydian, you're learning about passing tones and a little bit of ornamentation. This first line right here, this is great because you're just taking, you're essentially going, you're going 1, 3, 5, and then you just, I mean, what a great little thing to take around the keys. F, B flat. So you're learning a scale, but you're learning it with some passing tones. So rather than just, it's a great little line right there. And this thing right here, this is just a classic little bebop lick. This is a great thing to know how to do. This 3 1 6 5. And then just this little ornamentation. Let's try in a few different keys. Let's try G. So as always, it's great to take the big lick on it and learn it through the keys, but then also take these individual ones. I mean, you could even just do that. You could take this, 3rd up to the 5th. All of these little bits going around the keys, this is just, I mean, I'm like a broken record, I know, but this is how you learn the music. It's the combination of knowing theory, but also you got to get these things into your bones and under your fingers and just into your brain. And these little phrases are how you could do it. Number 2, Clifford Brown. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, that's a great line. There's a lot in there. I'm going to simplify the left hand and really slow down here. 2, 3, 4. So first of all, we have a 2-5-1 in the key of B flat. Right? That's right here. And then we have this. So if you look at the chord symbols that I have here, I have some things in parentheses. So like right here, that's G7. You could argue he's playing G7 this whole time, but this little area seems like B flat to me. And then if you look here, he's delaying the G7 into the 2-5-1 back to B flat. So we'll take this all through. So let's look at this first bar right here. We've got okay, so there's a few things going on here. We've got 2 passing tones, this 2 to the flat 2 to the 1. And then you got these major 7s. Well, someone say, well, you can't play major 7 on a minor 7 chord. They'd clash. But sure you can, because these are just passing tones. And what this really is, these are all just enclosures around the C. And he's just using a little device to get you to the C. That's a nice little thing to do. It's almost like these are ghosted. So it's almost like, instead of, they're just little ghost notes. And it's just taking us to, that's really just, you could think of it as C Dorian or F7. Nice little line there. If I put the chord in, that helps. Now here, this is a real common little bebop thing that people will do. So here's F7. This is coming from the bebop scale. So this thing right here, this little line, very common little line. 1, 7, flat 7, back up to the 1, 6, 5. And then here we just have this is just another, basically it's an enclosure. This is an enclosure. That's why I didn't put the numbers on it. There we go. Really, so you have the D, but then you have this C down to the B flat. The C is taking us to the B flat, but then you got this. I mean, that is a move everybody should know. It should be known now. If you don't know that, pause the video and take this through. Right? Very important move, because let's say you play a B flat major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Add that little enclosure in there. Rather than just practicing this, practice it like this. Or put it in both ways. I just made a little exercise out of that enclosure. This is another thing I talk about a lot. Awareness practice, creative practice. Try to find any way that you can take whatever this stuff is and turn it into little exercises. So I just gave you one right there. That's a great one to check out. Okay, moving on. B flat major. Really, he's just going 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got this another kind of enclosure / approach tone to arrive to the 5th right here. And then we made our way to this 3rd. Now, I'm thinking of this just real strict analysis. You could think of this all as kind of B flat. I think if somebody was playing bass with the group, this G7 would have been played here. So it would have been... I'm just being real strict analytically. It's not right or wrong. It's just I'm trying to show this all could be in B flat. But this movement, this 1, 2, 3, 4, sharp 4 to the 6 to the 5. I even did a video on this earlier. I'll put a link. That's a real, that going to that 4, sharp 4, 6, 5. Sorry. There it is. And then right here, this leads us into the next line here. Okay, so this G7, what's going on right here? Basically, if we're looking at C minor 7, that parenthesis right here, so we went right on this part right here. We went, so we're definitely playing G7 there because there's a B natural on that second to last 8th note. But then we get to here. What is going on with this? We've got, this is what you call kind of a delayed resolution. So the bass player is going to be playing C minor 7 to that F7 in the next measure. But what Clifford is playing, he's delaying the resolution of the previous chord, the G7. So it went... And then we have C minor 7, but he's playing, and then he resolves to the C minor 7. This is also what we call a resolution to the 5th. Resolution to the 5th. It's this. So here's the 5th of C minor. The resolution to the 5th is the A flat, the F sharp, and the G. So it's kind of a flat 2 over the, or flat 6. It's a half step above, and then this little chromatic passing tone. That's another move, just like the one I showed earlier. This is another one that's real important to do. So if we're on G7, it's resolving to the 5th of C. Okay? More on resolution to the 5th, and that can be a whole separate video. And resolutions to the 3rd. I've talked about them both. So here, we've got just an outline of a minor 9 chord. We just have... I did 2 instead of 9 just because I like to keep the scale tones sequential and simplified a little bit. So 5, flat 3, 2, 7. It's just this chord. Some people call this, I guess, I don't even know anymore, the B voicing. There's an A voicing, a B voicing. Just outlining a minor 9 chord. And then we've got this real nice little flat 9, F7, A diminished. This is an A diminished chord. But if you play a diminished chord off the 3rd of a dominant, it'll outline a dominant 7 flat 9. Another great movement to work on. But then we just have this little, it's kind of an enclosure all the way resolving down to this 3rd right here. Okay? And then we end up with this great little, another enclosure right here. This is another enclosure to the B. We start the phrase on a 3rd. So in its entirety, we've got that's a meaty one, but it's awesome. Take that through the keys. Let's go to the last one. Number 3, Wynton Kelly, the Freddie Freeloader lick. This is kind of a classic. A lot of people, it's become a solo that a lot of people will learn as one of their first solos. This was actually the first solo I ever transcribed. And it was just so eye-opening and so fun because Wynton Kelly is such a swinging, just his feel is incredible. And his feel on this solo is amazing. I mean, it's from the classic album Kind of Blue by Miles Davis, 2nd track. And this is just the opening line to his solo. So let me play it and then we'll talk about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just got a few nice little bluesy phrases that are just nice to get into your arsenal of vocabulary. The first one right here. It's really just an ornamentation around the 5th. That's the main note. Whenever you see these little ornaments or these flurries of notes around a main note, you gotta try to look at the destination note and then what's happening before it. Really what we're doing here is just, that's really what we're doing. Or that. But it was this little 16th note ornamentation is real common. 5, 6, flat 7, sharp 4 to the 5. That's a great line. Try some different keys. Let's do A, D. One more. How about F sharp? Great little line. The next one, real simple. 6, 5, 1. That's another little common movement. 6, 5, 1. This is good too because you can work on your grace notes. He does it real, even more subtle than I do. That's why I have the X around the ornamentation. It's almost like this. You almost can't hear it. And then the next one's just a variation. These are just great. And then the last one, sharp 4 to 5, 3, 1. Let's do the whole thing again at tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. That wasn't in there, but that was continuing on the solo. I'll never forget that solo. So there you have it. 3 masters, 3 licks. I hope this was helpful. I've made a bunch of videos like this now, showing you vocabulary. Go through my library videos if you haven't seen them. There's a bunch. You can check out the Jazz Improv playlist. But what you could do is go through these videos. You can either download the resources. Some of them I offer a PDF of what I did. Not all of them, just because, I don't always have all the time to do all that. You can always screenshot these examples, but you could take all of these and you have a real nice little compendium, if you will, of vocabulary to work on. So anyways, also check out the Etudes that I have. These are all great resources to build up your improvisation okay? So anyways, I'm done babbling. Have a great day. I hope you're doing well. We'll see you soon. Happy practicing.